morning, good morning, good morning. It is December 8th at 9:30 in the morning. It is 41 degrees over here in Atkins, Virginia, just outside of Wytheville. Got about 169 miles to go to get down here to Knoxville, where I need to be at for the day. Looks like we're going to get there about 12:30 in the afternoon. So it'll be just in time to watch some football. That'll be good. So my phone has been blowing up this morning with emails and messages and stuff like that about this Celadon deal. You know, it's a bad deal. It really is a bad deal, but you know, the writing's been on the wall now for at least a year or two that I know of, you know, that they've been in trouble. Their stocks plummeted, and they just been struggling along for the last year, maybe two, that I know of. You know, they had talked about once before they were selling stuff off and everything, but needless to say, no time's a good time to have this happen to you, but especially right at Christmas time, you know, when people are relying on Christmas money and, you know, company shuts down. So it's just a bad deal all the way around. The thing is, you know, we've been through this before in this industry with Arrow Truck Line and out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Falcon Transportation. You know, they did kind of the same thing. For you drivers out there, if your fuel card is still working, the best thing you could do is fill your truck up with fuel. That way you know you're gonna make it home, because Comdata or EFS or whoever they use is not going to continue. They're going to just shut the account off. You know, they're not going to continue to let them run up fuel on their bill when they know that they're filing bankruptcy. So best thing as a driver you can do, like I said, is just to go ahead and fill your truck up, and that way you know at least you're going to make it home. Get over because of the solid line right there. There we go. So yeah, just make sure that you got fuel in your tank if they haven't already shut the fuel cards off. Because what's going to happen is this: once they close the doors down, they're going to do just like Arrow did. You're just going to park your truck wherever it is you're at, and the bank will come get that sucker, you know, because I'm sure they got obviously a bunch of outstanding debt on their equipment and everything else in order for them to have to file bankruptcy like that. So they'll just leave things, you know, sitting around and wherever it is that they park it at. I read this morning that a lot of places have already quit loading their trailers, which is smart because they don't want to be stuck with their stuff sitting on Celadon trailers, especially when, you know, they know that they're going to go out of business. And they were a big carrier for you know, FedEx. They was a big carrier, a big provider for Celadon. It says already on here that other carriers are struggling to help stranded Celadon drivers find jobs and stuff. company drivers need to find a safe location to park the truck, like a truck stop or rest area, take pictures of the truck, hide the keys, document the location where the keys are, and send all that into the company. Yeah, right. I'm taking my butt to the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not parking that sucker wherever it's at. Because then how are you going to get home? They ain't giving out no bus tickets. I guarantee you, they ain't got no money to give out no bus tickets. It says drivers are on their own to find you know, bus, air, or rail transportation to get home. Park the truck in a safe location. Yeah, it's in my driveway with the keys in the ignition, waiting on you to come get it. Because you got to think about this, guys. You know, most of us that are trucking out here, you got a bunch of stuff in your truck, man, that you don't want to leave. Your clothes, you know, your electronics and stuff like that. You can't. If something were to happen to Prime today, I don't have enough bags on my truck here to carry everything that I got. I'd have to leave a lot of stuff behind, you know. So, you know, they're not thinking about that stuff, man. Yeah, they're just supposed to find. Number one, if they're filing bankruptcy anyway, most of the drivers probably haven't had very good paychecks in the last several weeks or a month anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then you've got Christmas time right here, and they're trying to pay rent or house payment and buy food and groceries and Christmas and all that stuff. You know, I mean, most of them probably don't have $5 to rub together to get a bus ticket. It's pathetic, man. It's not pathetic on the driver, it's pathetic on the company to even think that, you know, people are going to be able to do that. Knowing damn good and well that they can't. I also read earlier this morning, where former Celadon executives are being charged with fraud. So, there you go. I mean, all I know is, listen, I hate to make a plug about Prime or whatever right now when those people are needing, you know, struggling and stuff like that, but, you know, if you are interested in coming over to Prime, man, get a hold of some kind of recruiter over here, whether it be Julie Jones, the lady I work with, or Dustin Hensley, the guy Bags works with, or Nikki Yost, or somebody. Just get a hold of one of the recruiters, man, to see what they can do for you, because I'm sure that they'll be more than happy to get you a bus ticket from wherever it is that you're located right now. If you cannot make it home, if your fuel card's already obviously been shut off and stuff like that, you know, it's but you can rest assured it's done. I guarantee you, as soon as they filed that, you know, these fuel companies went, what? And they shut that deal off right there. I remember when Aero Truck Lines did this, there was drivers that was selling stuff off the truck in order to get home. That's the honest truth. I mean, they were selling tarps cheap. I remember at truck stops, man, any tires to owner-operators off the trucks, they were selling anything they could get there that wasn't nailed down on that thing to, you know, to sell to get enough money to get home. You know, and I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do, but in a circumstance that you're in like that, you know, you're stuck away from home, say 1,000, 2,000 miles away from home, and you've got no money. Number one, you got to eat. You got to make sure your family eats and stuff like that. Hey, man, you know, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not going to condone anybody for, doing what they got to do during a time of need like that. I mean, obviously the company didn't care enough about you to where they just left you stranded anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, the gloves are off and all's fair in love and war right there. But I hope, like it says, that most of these other major companies step up and start getting some of these drivers, man. I mean, it's such a bad deal. It really is, man. I hate to see anybody lose their job, but especially in a situation like that. Kind of crappy. There's going to be a lot of people's kids don't have Christmas this year because of them yahoos, man. And that's the least of their worries right now, I'm sure. They got to worry about putting food on the table and keeping a roof over their head until they find another job. And to be honest about it, guys, I mean, listen, most people are one paycheck away from the poorhouse. So, these are just normal, everyday people just like you and I that we're just out here trying to make a living and go on and do what we got to do. But just being real about it, half these people, more than half of them, I'm almost positive, are just one paycheck away from bankruptcy. Anyway, themselves, So, and here brings up another point. What about all the people that are on that insurance, that need that insurance from that company, and for medicines and stuff like that, because, somebody's got some sick kids or a wife or something, husband or whatever the case may be, where they rely on their medicine every month and their insurance, they've been paying their insurance, and now all of a sudden no insurance. So that means no medicines, because half the time you can't afford the medicine anyway. It's just an all-around shitty deal. So if you do see a Celadon driver out there at the truck stop or something, man, I'm not saying you got to give him anything or, but if the guy's hungry or something, buy him a meal. I mean, you'd want somebody to do that for you. So anyway, that's my take on that. It's unfortunate, and I hope they charge the crap out of them people, them executives, because I'm sure they were dipping in or doing something they weren't supposed to do, obviously, if they're being charged. And I hope they charge them suckers to the hilt, man. I hope they get everything that they've got coming to them, plus some. Because you've just affected thousands of people's lives over negligence. To be honest about it, I actually thought about buying some of their stock a couple years ago when it dropped down. I figured it was going to go back up because they were such a big company. And I'm glad I didn't, because it never did recover. Virginia's working hard again today. Every time I come through here, Virginia's on it. But now that that's out of the way, listen, I hope everybody has a good day, man. Just like I said, if you see a Celadon driver out there parked somewhere, that's your choice whether you want to do anything. I'm not saying you have to, or not that I'm somebody to say that you have to, but if the guy he got enough problems already, man. If he ain't got no money, at least see if you can buy him a meal or something. because that's the least of his problems right there. His or her. So we'll get with you when we get down here into Knoxville. Have a good day. Be safe out there today. And we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, well, made it down here to White Pine, Tennessee, just down the road from where I got delivered at in the morning. I was going to try to make it on down there to Watt Road, but there was stinking backup up here, so that ain't going to work. And I know the gentleman that tells me I'm rude for wearing sunglasses, he's going to tell me that I'm rude for wearing sunglasses again, but I got them on, so I guess I'm just going to be rude. I'm sorry. Apologize in advance. Went in there and grabbed a shower real quick, and I guess I'm just going to chill out and watch a little football until in the morning. Get up and run on in there. I'm about 44 miles away from where I got to go at in the morning, so I'm right down the road, I guess. But I hope everybody has a good Sunday. Enjoy some football, and enjoy your day. Be safe out there. If you're up there in that weather anywhere or whatever, be safe there. Man, it's nice down here. It's actually kind of warm, to be honest with you. Almost too warm. I had to turn the heat off, the bunk heat off, put the vent on. I'm going to roll the windows down here just a little bit and just chill out. But just going to make a day of it, watch a little ball, and chill out. So we'll talk at you guys later. If you're, one more thing, if you're interested in coming to Prime, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below with the recruiter's name that I work with. Her name's Julie Jones. So contact Julie Jones. Her info will be down below with my info, my driver code, and my email down there if anybody wants to email me. I appreciate all the emails on this Celadon deal. Lord knows I got enough of them. So I appreciate everybody. Have a good day.